Let's talk about the president. We all remember he went to the polls on a platform of empathy. Let's have a listen.
My mom had an expression. She said, "Joey, you're defined by your courage and redeemed by your loyalty." It really is about reaching out. We just have to reach out a little more for people, man.
He was going to restore decency and empathy into the White House, Erin, but there's no sign of that. Over and over again, we see examples, and the recent wildfires in Hawaii that have claimed 90 lives at least. Again, the president has been found wanting. He seems to have this never-ending beach break. Reporters were camped out there for hours. Finally, they got to ask him about those devastating fires, and this was his response.
President, any comments on the rising death toll in Maui?
Will you come talk about the Hawaii response, Mr. President?
Erin, you would think he would have something to say, some words of comfort, some indication if the Feds are going to do anything to that you would expect from a leader at a moment like this, where a state has been utterly devastated.
This is not decency. This is not dignity. This is a man that completely has lost touch with reality. He could have said so many things. We are praying for the families and we will get them help right away. But unfortunately, this is what we're seeing with Joe Biden in America. Every turn and every time something happens. Look at East Palestine, Ohio. He did nothing and never visited there either. And that was a terrible tragedy for those people. And what about our Afghanistan withdrawal? So many Gold Star moms were sitting in Washington, D.C. talking about their young men and women who were lost because of how callously Joe Biden and his administration had handled that withdrawal. Our open border with fentanyl pouring in, he seems not to care and just sits on the beach in Delaware. We have so many problems in this country, whether it's also sex trafficking because of the border and just inflation, and he simply has no words except for no comment. This is not a leader. This is not decency. This is not the air quotes adults are back in the room. This is someone who certainly seems intent on destroying this great nation.
He's spent about 40% of the presidency on vacation, it seems. I mean, that in itself, at a time of multiple crises, you've just explained some of them, is astonishing.